My view about these negotiations, particularly the COP28, is that it is just not a walk in the park. These are very difficult negotiations. It is not negotiations about environment, it's negotiation about economies of countries. It is about the, politics of the world, and there are so many prevailing, you know, interest, economic interest, political interest, environmental interest, sectoral interest, intergenerational interest, gender interest. So you have to really to balance, and what we need to appreciate is the positive mood that we are going to achieve something out of this. As you have heard from the African group of negotiators statement, there are issues which are of concern, not only for governments, but also for us as the civil society, contentious issues which up to now, 2 days to the COP, have not been resolved. The issue of, for instance, adaptation finance, global goal on adaptation, quantified collective goal on climate finance, what we carry as here, the aspirations, demands, desires for the African continent, the recognition of the continent as special needs and circumstances region, really are not moving anywhere. And so, if these are not really captured, and if the outcome of this do not move those forward, then of course, when you are marking, you declare this as a failure. So this is where we are now, but we hope in the coming hours, things are going to improve. I agree that we cannot negotiate nature. Nature is requiring us to do what we are supposed to do. We have destroyed nature, and we have to repair it. If we don't repair it, it is going to revenge. And that is what is happening with floods all over in the world. But unfortunately, those who have destroyed it are not the victims as the people who have not done it. So that is the difference. So someone has destroyed nature, but when the nature is revenging, it revenges on one who did not have anything to do with that harm. And these are some of the things we are calling here, we are negotiating here. So we want, really, our biggest issue is we are not seeing any ambition from industrialized countries. We are seeing incrementally the industrialized countries wanting to transfer the burden of action, which they are supposed to do, to poor countries, to communities at the front line of climate crisis. And this is very unjust. This is not right. This is injustices of the highest order. There is the broader civil society. We want to hold our governments. We want to hold our parties. We want to hold the private sector accountable. So that is very important for us. But as African civil society, we have a really bigger call to hold the global community accountable. And our call is very unique beyond even what others are looking at, because the context in the US, what the civil society in the United States and the industrialized countries, Europe, Australia, Canada, and those others could be asking may differ dramatically with what we want based on our narratives. And these are imperatives of climate justice, that we are different. We are different. The way we see things is not the way those who have developed see things. And these are some of the differentiations we are seeing here, even when you see us in the march. Africa still, the African civil society still want really to be visible. We want our issues to be really not to disappear, not to be obscured of which is happening. So we have for us, just as our African countries, our African governments, we have really, when others are putting an effort, we put that as a double effort, because everything conspires against us. Whether it is in the civil society, in the government, we are second level, second rate. Some others expect us to come and just adopt their narratives, what we want. So these are the challenges which we have. But the only thing which we have is consolidating ourselves. We want to really strengthen our voice, amplify our voice, unify our efforts, and that is the effort which we are doing now.